The year was 1884. The Melbourne land boom was great, and more than 65 railways across Victoria were approved. The Outer Circle line was one of them, and fueled by greedy capitalists seeking an investment opportunity, the line began construction in 1888. The line's main purpose was to transport goods from Gippsland. However, with the construction of the Oakleigh to Flinders Street Direct Line, the Outer Circle line was doomed from the start. Built by Sir John Monash, the line opened in 1891, but with little housing surrounding the tracks at the time, there was little purpose to it, and closed in stages over 50 years, starting 2 years after completion in 1893. The line had 9 stations, was 20 kilometres long, and the final cost of construction was roughly £300,000 at the time. This Eastern Melbourne line is a fascinating part of Melbourne's transport history, and today it'll be explored by none other than yours truly.
In the 1890s, this was the start of the Outer Circle line. Today, we're going to be riding all the way from here in Hughesdale to Fairfield on the Hurstbridge line. But for now, I think it's time to go that way. So we've just come 2 kilometres towards East Melbourne Station on the Waverley line, which is just here. And I'm sitting on what was the first station, Waverley Road.
Opened as Waverley in 1890 and renamed 5 months later, Waverley Road Station became a main station where trains were switched to go to either Hughesdale or Campbell. The station closed in 1895.
It is pretty much just a grass strip with a fence and housing just behind it. So there has not been anything left to the present time. Nevertheless, we've still got lots more stations to get to, so we better get going.
This is the Glen Waverley line, with which the Outer Circle line would have had to cross if it was still open today. The almighty Black Bridge, which crossed over the valley of Gardiner's Creek, now a golf course, was an integral part of the Outer Circle line.
We've just come 500 metres up the track from Waverley Road, and 1 kilometre up there, where we're going to go next, is Alamein Station. Cool, on this part of the track, they still have all the structures from when it was opened, only for 3 years, 100 years ago. Anyway, let's get back on the bike and get to Alamein Station.
Alamein Station opened in 1948 and was not a part of the Outer Circle line. I took the train to Riversdale past 3 of the original stations. Ashburton Station, which was first opened as Norwood. Burwood, which was originally named Hartwell until 1909. Williston and Hartwell stations were opened later and not a part of the Outer Circle line. And finally, Riversdale Station, which gets its name for the adjacent Riversdale Road.
And here, at East Campbell Station, is where the Outer Circle line leaves all other main lines, heads that way. So let's go. And here we are, Shenley Station.
And just past Canterbury Road, Shenley Station, named after an English estate, had 2 platforms and was reopened after 1893 from 1900 for 27 years, serving the Deep Dene Dasher. Roysted Station was located south of Mont Albert Road and was renamed Stanley as part of the Deep Dene Dasher.
This patch of grass just caught across White Horse Road. It's where Deep Dene Station was.
Named after the adjacent Deep Dene House, Deep Dene Station was home to the Deep Dene Dasher. After closing in 1927, the station building was destroyed by a spectacular fire caused by swagmen.
The good thing about the Outer Circle line is that you can ride the whole thing quite easily, and there isn't many roads to stop you.
East Kew Station, located at Normandy Road, was the terminus of the Deep Dene Dasher. Accompanied with a goods siding, it was opened from 1925 till 1943 for goods trains.
Through there, that green thing, what used to be an underpass. I think this is my favourite part of the line. The alignment is perfect and it's been untouched apart from getting all the tracks and things away. Although it's a little bit bumpy, this is very, very cool. Okay, this might be the coolest thing on the line. Willsmere Community Garden. That is pretty cool. The station has been turned into a community garden, which is giving back to the community. So that is awesome.
Willsmere Station was named after an early Kew settler, and it was the first station to be closed. However, the station building was not demolished for 40 years.
The site of the old Willsmere Station has been turned into an incredible community garden which you can visit anytime.
After Willsmere Station, the railway proceeded over the land now occupied by the Eastern Freeway, and then onto the Chandler Bridge, which was used by the road traffic for more than 75 years until 2018. The Chandler Bridge has been open since 1891 and crosses the Yarra River. It has been used for both rail and road purposes. Built for the railways, but soon doomed to idleness and long years of uselessness. I reckon that sums up the Outer Circle Line and the Chandler Bridge perfectly. Up until 1994, the APM siding, a private railway, ran on the Outer Circle Line tracks to the paper mill, which has now been abandoned since 2014. Fulham Grange Station, the last station on the line, closed in 1893 but had tracks running through it until 1994. The site was used for level crossing removal, which was just up there.
There used to be very big mounds and remnants of this station, but unfortunately because they had to use trucks they flattened it all out. Right there is the exact point at where the Outer Circle Line ends, or if you're up from this side, started. Just going to go up to the station to do the outro where I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for watching another video. I really hope you enjoyed this one because the Outer Circle Line is a big part of Melbourne and very iconic. As always, please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And I think that's it from me, so goodbye.